I don't think we can underestimate, and I don't think anyone is, the Elon Musk factor as it relates to any of these public figures. He has made it easier for people to be honest. And I know some people will say, well, Elon's just made it easier for you to support Trump. I don't think any of these people ever really had a legitimate problem with Trump. They just couldn't be honest about it. And there were rewards for lying about it. And now there are less rewards for lying about it, and there are less penalties for telling the truth about it. And so people are now more comfortable. And I think LeBron James's handlers have told him, hey, man, just stand down. I'm going to throw one other, and this will really irritate people. Chat's about to explode, Shamika, because I'm about to mention my favorite person, Caitlin Clark. She's coming to snatch all the shoe sales from LeBron James. She's the biggest star in American sports. She has not taken any sort of political position. She's actually appealing to middle America, housewives, and just traditional sports fans. And anybody with a brain can see that momentum coming. And that momentum will overtake LeBron James. And LeBron James, he had the market covered for 20 years. There was no rival to LeBron James. Now he has an actual rival in Caitlin Clark. He's at the end of his career. He's burning up some credibility with his son here. And so now he's actually following Caitlin Clark's lead. And again, a lot of this is testament to Twitter and Elon Musk, but it's also just like, oh, now you gotta actually compete. And look, Juju Watkins, and again, I'm not throwing her into the political thing, but if men have figured out what they've done, you're subsidizing, the NBA's subsidizing of the WNBA has actually created a competitor to the NBA. And anybody with the wet finger in the air can see like, man, Nike's giving Juju money. They're giving Caitlin Clark money. Some of that money could be going to me. All the emphasis they're putting on Asia Wilson and all this other stuff. Trust me, these guys love to talk that communist, share the wealth stuff. But when it comes down to it, they want to take care of themselves and me. And the next thing, they've created Frankenstein with these women. And it's actually working in our favor as it relates to politics. TJ, I'll give you a final thought if you got one.
Yeah, I think all that is true. To go back to, I think your Elon thought is exactly right. I mean, we had some reservations on this show whether or not Elon buying Twitter was going to make a real difference, and it has. It's made a real difference. I will tell you, though, in conjunction, and the media has forgotten about this. It took about a week before they stopped talking about it, and everybody's moved on like it's no big deal. But women are empathetic beings. When Donald Trump got shot on live television, and they saw it with their own eyes, their empathy kicked in, and he became a sympathetic figure for the first time in his life. He's virtually 80 years old, and no one has ever had any sympathy for Donald Trump. That kicked in. That, along with being able to say that out loud. I mean, you had, for the first time that I can ever remember, celebrities coming out in support of Trump, and now they've stayed with it. They haven't backed off of that. Donald Trump got shot. They were allowed to say it out loud on Twitter, where a lot of people could agree with them. And I'm just telling you, these suburban white women are going to drag Donald Trump across the finish line thanks to Robert F. Kennedy, and that's going to be a ticket that really works.
I'm going to add one more. I don't know. It's so speculative. I really don't want you to comment, TJ, but you might. That I don't want to leave out. And I did mention it off top, but I just want to hammer it. I'm telling you, this Diddy thing, man. Everybody knows they're vulnerable. Everybody knows their secrets can come out. And so if Trump gets back in office and he wants to, okay, you guys want to play hardball with me with lawfare, I can play hardball with lawfare back. And all of you guys, because again, Diddy's just the name, but there's a whole Diddy culture, and it's called hip hop. And it's all built around sex and drugs. And again, they want to reduce it to Diddy, but it's hip hop, sex, drugs, and radical materialism. And if you've been a part of that, which LeBron and all these black athletes have, they've all been a part of it. They all worship Jay-Z. They all go to the same parties. The all white parties that Michael Rubin and fanatics are throwing. It's all the same. And I'm not saying that element is always there. And that's why a lot of these celebrities, athletes have shut up. Just look at, and again, we don't know if it's true, but just look at what just happened to Stephon Diggs. Some guy just posted on Instagram, hey, Stephon Diggs tried to drug me. He basically accused Diggs of trying to pull a P. Diddy on him. And yes, it's just an accusation. But when you have a group, the whole sports world has bent over backwards for hip hop and rap, and they've tried to meld the cultures. This is what comes along with it. It's gay. It's sex, drugs, and gay. It is. That's the entry point. That's the pledge you have to make. That's the ritual, the rite of passage you have to go through. Someone has to violate you to reach the top of that food chain. And so I'm not saying it's true about Stephon Diggs, but when I look around and you start wondering, like, how are these idiots all getting empowered everywhere? How's Matt Barnes got IQ around 75? He's the CEO of all the Smoke Productions. He's interviewing Kamala Harris. It's like they've gone through the ritual. There's a reason why Kwame Brown called him Becky with the good hair. It wasn't just because he's light skinned. Kwame was trying to get at something. And so all of these guys, they're scared. They're wondering what Donald Trump's ascension, and they know that they're just one Instagram or Twitter post away from being in the same position Stephon Diggs is. He's walking into the locker room, and guys are looking at him like, "What's up, bro? You want to tell us did you drug? Are we looking at P. Diggsy?" They all know they're vulnerable, and it literally. And I say that. I say that there's a reason I fled Los Angeles, man, and just like shut it down, turned down. Like, holy, this stuff out here is too crazy, man. And in order to get to the top, there's things you have to do that I'm good. I'll pass. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.